अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। आज भी हम अल्लाटोना मस्जिद गए हुए थे जुमे की नमाज़ के लिए। वहाँ के खुतबा और नमाज में पढ़ी गई पहली रकात और दूसरी रकात में क़िरात वग़ैरह आपको भेजे जा रहे हैं, उन्हें देखिएगा।
Request. It can be a suggestion, but if you have the authority, it has to be a command. So, Amar bil Ma'ruf wa Yanha 'anil Munkar means we have to command for the good and stop for the evil. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if you see something wrong being done in the community or on an individual basis or on a national basis or whatever it is, stop it by holding the hand and tell him, do not do this. And if you are weaker, you may not be able to do that, then you can at least say on his face that this is not right and you feel bad about it. And if you cannot even do that, then you cannot even talk to people who are doing wrong, then just feel bad about it. So this is the weakest of the faith. And this is what our Ummah has deluded into. This is that, okay, we are weak, we cannot do anything, just, feel bad in your heart. That's okay. Another fitna which has come into our communities and all over the world, all the Muslims, is that we are not honest among ourselves. Our dealings with our own brothers or with anybody else in the society or in the community or everywhere is not right. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, why will you look in the Quran? That means people who are cheating in the business, they are in the wild. Why is the lowest part of the hell, not destruction for them? Why did Allah let it not say Muslim, non-Muslim anyway? But we take Muslims as a soft target and say, okay, yeah, I can deceive him. What he will do? He will just excuse me as a Muslim brother. No, when Allah said, it is very bad to push away the yatim. Allah did not say that this yatim has to be Muslim, this yatim has to be non-Muslim. No, you have to be careful about children who do not have parents. That is, nobody has to take care of them. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ta'amul miskin. Why? Allah did not say that only feed to the poor or feed to the hungry. It's an obligation for everybody who can afford to feed someone, feed him if he sees the person in poverty or in hardships. We are cutting all the corners. See in Muslim countries what is happening. These politicians are fighting everywhere. We could not destabilize the government and without interference of any kafir or any other foreign forces or anything, we could not elect a good leader among ourselves. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, do not blame the leaders because you are one of them. If the leader is bad, that means the community is bad. Everybody is bad. If you cannot find a good person to lead you, or maybe because there's corruption in the societies. There's corruption all over the world. So much injustice being done in the world. Nobody is even raising a voice. People are dying of hunger. People are being killed. Children are being killed. Women are being killed. This is not any norm of the war. Rasulullah said, if you go as a winner in a land, do not even cut a tree. Forget about killing a human being. Here there is no sanctity of life. There is no worry. Nobody is worried that people are dying of hunger, people are dying of thirst, people are dying of this miserable condition. Nobody can say anything because they blame, okay, these are all corrupt leaders. Why the leaders are corrupt? If we are corrupt, the leaders are corrupt. The Hadith clearly says, do not blame the leader at all. We are corrupt. That means the leaders are corrupt. That gives the destruction of the communities and the societies and the countries. It's what is happening now. Allah has said, Nuh alayhi salam. Why did he say? Because there was ikhlas between the people and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He prayed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and whoever did not listen to him, they were drowned. We said that our du'as are not accepted with these. Why? Because there is no connection between us and Allah. We have left the Quran alone. If we establish that correctly, yes, our du'as will be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is our character level? What is our religious level of piety? There is no piety at all. It is, you must know all this, that there is a hadith of Muhammad. Rasulullah was describing a situation near the end times. He says, I'm so sad to describe a situation near the end times that people will be feasting on your dead bodies. What does that mean? Sahaba asked, will we be so less? No. You will be everywhere, all over, everywhere you see our Muslims. Then why would this happen? We are poor. They will have wahan in their hearts. What is wahan? The wahan is likeness of this dunya and hate of death. Everybody has to die. But wahan has taken into a situation that only live and let die. I want to live, everybody else die. I want to live. That one has taken the whole nation into this corrupt level. Everybody is concerned about just himself. Thousands and millions of people died in our own Muslim countries, and then Muslim leadership. Why we blame others? Okay, this is this, this is that. We do not have any sanctity of life. We have walked away from God. Why do you think that Allah will accept the dua of a Muslim or anybody? There is no connection at all. Even if you have to go to your boss, if you want to make your case, you have to give that, yes sir, I have done this and this and this. This is beneficial to you, and so I expect this from you. Wow. We do not have any face to face Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that this is what I have done. Can I expect something from you? That's why our du'as are being ignored. We are being humiliated everywhere in the world. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about Ashabul Kahf. Rasulullah said, read Surah Al-Kahf every Friday so that you will be saved from this Friday to that Friday from the Dajjal, the Dajjal. Are we reading it? There is one ayah from Surah Al-Kahf. Let me quote that. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنهم إن يظهروا عليكم ويرجموكم أو يعيدكم في ملتهم ولن تفلحوا إذا أبدا. This is the connection with these people, the few people. This story of Ashab al-Kahf, the historian says it's about 300 years before Jesus. So these people had some faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they believed in the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they were ignoring Dhul Qarnayn, not the Daqyanus was the king at the time. He was forcing that, I am the Lord, like Fir'aun. Daqyanus said, I am the Lord. These people said, how he can be the Lord of the universe? We just deny that. And they tried to escape from the town. Let me read the meaning of this ayah. Indeed, if they come to you, they will stone you or return you to their religion. That means, and never would you succeed then ever. This is the translation of the ayah from Surah Al-Kahf. That means they are talking among themselves. They say, if the soldiers of the Daqyanus were following them to prison them or whatever, maybe kill them, they say if they see us, they would either stone you to death or return you, they force you into the believing Daqyanus. That little faith, Allah has quoted in the Quran, their little communication between these 7 or 5, whatever the number of Ashab al-Kahf were, Allah heard their communion, the conversation, and Allah saved them in a cave for 300 years. What is that? Even Salah was not prescribed at that time. That's just the faith. Do we have that kind of faith? We are ready to cheat our own brothers. We are ready to take control of their properties. We are ready to do any kind of cheating possible, any kind of lies possible, any kind of harm to them just for our own sake. This phenomenon is not on an individual basis, it's gone nationwide. That is why anywhere in the Muslim countries, we are suffering. under Muslim rulers, because we are just like the leader. If we have that in our heart, how do we think Allah will accept our du'as? How do we think Allah will relieve us? Allah protected them for 300 years. The generation of Nabiyanis was gone. When they woke up from their sleep, they could not even use their currencies to go and buy food from them. That is how Allah protects you. If we lose the connection, what face do we have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh Allah, something bad is being done to us, can you help us? It's not her. Allah doesn't need. There are millions and millions of malaika who are praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every second of the time. Why do you think Allah needs our salam? Allah needs our good conduct. Allah does not have even the weight of a wing of a mosquito towards the humanity, towards the dunya. Why do you think Allah will say? But if you have that connection, Allah said, what happened to Musa alayhi salam? Very few people, helpless, no power, no nothing on the hands of Fir'aun. How he escaped them? Allah's help will come, could not even imagine. But when we have that connection, do we have that connection? How Musa alayhi salam pleaded, how Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam pleaded at the time of Badr with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah save us. If we are one, then there won't be anybody on the earth to save us. Now, I have to take your name. Who would have imagined? People of Musa alayhi salam used to tell them that we are chasing us toward the sea. Here is the sea and here is Fir'aun's army. Where do we go? Allah had a plan for that. How do we expect that time from Allah? No history has seen, neither it may not happen again. The sea have been parted so that the people of Musa alayhi salam can cross the ocean, and as soon as the Fir'aun's army entered, they were drowned. How this happened? Why? We have to build that connection with Allah. How Ibrahim alayhi salam was saved from the fire. What did he do? He was the people. We say that he is father of all the prophets. What did he do? When he was thrown into the fire did not burn him. Wasn't that a miracle? How that miracle happens? Do we have that connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? What these Anbiya and all the good people? Ashabul Kahf, they were not Anbiya. They were few individuals who had faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do we have? No, we are more worried about money. This money will save us. Quran says they think they are saving money, that they will stay with them forever. No, this is what has taken the Ummah into this dark spot of the history. Millions and millions of being tortured, persecuted, killed. Nobody even say a word for them. Why? Because all I'm concerned is about me, my money, and my life. Neither money is going to be staying with us, nor the life is going to be staying with us. Everything will be destroyed. And we see every day, rich people die, poor people die. Rich people lose their wealth. They on the streets. They commit suicide. Why this is happening? Because money cannot save. But that is the delusion we have in our mind that this will save you. Get a loan. Get this. Get that. This money will protect you. Will save you. Have you seen that happening? It's not going to happen. This is our weakness. This weakness has overtaken the Ummah. We as Muslims, يَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ. It's an obligation on us to stop, and we are ourselves, involved in the wrong. We could not pick a good leader among ourselves. How do we expect that you get help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Every Muslim country, every leader is corrupt. Why? Because we have that one in our hearts. Oh, I don't want to die. As long as I get my money, I keep my mouth shut. I'm going to live this money forever. We have seen in some of the Muslim countries, son killing the father to get the throne. How this is happening? Why this is happening? Because one, I have the control, I have the money, I have the power. Which is all a vanity, a hoax. And this is nothing but it goes back to Rasulullah saying that this is one in society, in the communities, in the countries all over the world. How do we expect this dua of ours to be accepted by Allah? Why we are, as Rasulullah said, yes, you will see Muslims everywhere, but they will be like a frog on the ocean, no power. They can just, blown away by wind. And this is what is happening in the Muslim world now. We are not Muslims. We claim that my name is Muhammad, my name is Ahmad, my name is this and my name is that. This is just for the name's sake. How much are we concerned for our neighbor? Doesn't matter. The Quran never said that feed the Muslim yatim, feed the Muslim hungry. No, it was an open charter. Do whatever good you can. Bil ma'ruf, everything good you can do, you command for it. We are ourselves involved in this in cheating and killing, whatever we may say, for our own brothers. How can we expect that I would go and help my neighbor? They would lose faith in us because, you yourselves are fighting. What good can you teach to us? This is the state of the Ummah. We cannot say, we are suffering everywhere. Why we are suffering? We have to look deep into ourselves that we have disconnected with Quran. We do not have time to read Quran because I want to make that money that will help me. Maybe I will be able to go pay my bills. Or maybe I will get this, I will get that. That weakness is in our heart. This is the state of the Ummah. If we correct this situation, it will take another 50 years. But how we have to be like Sahaba of Rasulullah. Sam'ana wa ata'na. Yes, we hear, we obey. How they were conquering land after land. Romans were scared, Persians were scared. What is happening with these people? Everybody who doesn't say by mouth, they were applying those words on themselves. They doesn't do any action unless they do that. Umar bin Khattab, he says, I cannot go to the next ayah of the Quran until I understand it completely, apply on myself, then take it to others. Do we have that? We do not even read the meaning of the Quran. We have ignored it. This is just a book, like a religious book. We do not know what is there in the Quran either. How can we correct ourselves? We have to get connected to the Quran. Build that relation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How many of us do at least 5 salawat on time? How many of us are real honest in our businesses? How many of us are honest on our jobs? People should see a Muslim and say, here is the perfect person who is good in job, business. So I may learn from him. They say, you are Muslim. Muslims don't even want to do business with Muslims. Why? Because they know that I will get cheated one day. This is the state of the Ummah. This is what we think. I can survive with all this wealth for a few generations. Earthquakes, natural disasters have destroyed nations. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about Ad, Thamud, Khuthba, all these people, they were great nations. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described Ad as a people that will be very strong and very tall, very good stature. They were described by shout, a sound, big sound. People were described by rain. People were described by earthquakes. People were described, the people of Lut were described by brimstones coming from the sky. You think it is hard for Allah to destroy a whole nation? No, Allah has given us examples. But we ignore all these examples. It's not happening here, we are safe here. Death can come, regardless of this natural disaster, regardless of this wars and all. We see people dying every day. We think that we are going to live here forever. That is the weakness. That is the weakness of the nations and all over the world. Mostly, you can plainly say this is the biggest weakness in the Muslims. And this ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that, let me go back to the ayah. كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله لو آمن أهل الكتاب لكان خير لهم منهم المؤمنين وأكثرهم الفاسقين. Even أهل الكتاب, if they had believed, how they would believe? Their Bibles have been changed, the Torah have been changed, the last hope is the Quran. If we ourselves are not following the Quran, how do we expect that this Ahlul Kitab will come? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, there are some sincere people. There are some good people among them, but most of them are fasiq. They are transgressors. They are defiantly disobedient. Why? Because they see around, oh, life is getting along. Why bother? Just live and let die. As long as I am breathing, I am eating, I don't have to care about my neighbor. I don't have to care about my fellow beings. I don't have to care. Just me, I, maybe even like iPhone, me. You see so many things going on, but you yourself is the most important person in the world. If we develop that thinking in our minds, how do we think the whole society can come up? Why do we believe the leaders? Leaders are just like us. If we do not correct ourselves, we might see Allah save us from these destructions everywhere. Like Allah Rasul said, we will be feasting on you dead bodies. What is this? People are dying of hunger. Nobody will care to allow food inside, have people some nutrition for the last 8-10 days. What is happening? And everybody is quiet. Oh, I am sick. If I say something, maybe I will get targeted. This is fun. And this is happening everywhere. And we have to start from us. Me, how could I fix that? Not that I am going to be here, I'm good, I'm safe, a lot of money, I have a good job, good business, and I'm going to live for another 100 years. No. People come out of, like, I've seen brothers die going to the masjid, coming out of the masjid. Accident, going towards job, heart attacks. Death is certain to come. But we think we are going to live. Let's not bother about anybody else. This is the same attitude of our leaders that has taken the Ummah to this grievous situation all over the world that we are being persecuted, harmed, killed, easy for everybody. Easy, they're like carrots, chop them up, that's it. But it's unresistable, it's nothing. It's time for us to correct ourselves. Make that connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah can save nations as He has saved nations before. Allah can destroy nations as He has destroyed nations before. Miracles have saved the nations. Even we have seen, even in the current times, miracles have saved people. Do we have that connection with Allah? How do we do that? It's very simple, very easy. Very easy. If we are letting Quran go, we will never get guidance. If we think we are going to live here forever, we will never get guidance. If we think that our money suffice for me, we will never get guidance. Connect with Allah so that your du'as can be answered. Our du'as are being ignored. What face do we have? Even in this dunya we see that our du'as being ignored. What face do we have to face Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the day of judgment? May Allah guide us, may Allah protect us, may Allah give us hidayah to go by the Quran, may Allah give us hidayah to care for others as we care for ourselves. There is cry and you all over the world, but nobody cares. How do we expect Allah to care about it? Are we being good to our neighbors? Are we being good to our societies? Do they think, yes, he is the perfect character, he is the best Muslim, I would like to be like him, and I would like to protect him, I would like to save him as he has saved me, as he has helped me. If we do not have that ukhuwah, that brotherhood, there's no future. It is tough future. There's not a future. No. Some people may survive. Majority of people will be humiliated. Barakallahu funny way. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وادخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا وأخطأنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به. واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا. واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا. واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا. أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من جهل البلاء ودرك الشقاء وسوء القضاء وشماتة الأعداء يا من يا برحمتك. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من الهم والحزن. أعوذ بك من العجز والكسل. أعوذ بك من الجبن والبخل. أعوذ بك من غلبة الدين قهر الرجال قهر الأعداء يا من يا برحمتك. اللهم أجرنا من النار. اللهم أجرنا من النار. اللهم أجرنا من النار. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. واذكروا الله يذكركم وادعوه يستجب لكم ولا ذكر الله تعالى ولا تقوى
وأن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. والتين والزيتون وطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين. لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون. فما يكذبك بعد بالدين أليس الله أحكم الحاكمين. الله. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله. So, brothers and sisters, there's a lot of media campaigns going on.